very well of me to evaluate Dr. Jim. This is a special book which I don't even have because I haven't even finished my 10th speech, but it's a privilege to do that today. I think there was a very good time in the beginning where Dr. Jim asked about the questions and then how he tied it to everybody is a salesperson. A lot of people don't understand this concept, but the way he tied it to convince that everybody is a salesperson and selling themselves, either a job or home or to kids, I think that was an amazing example how you can understand everybody is a salesperson in every minute of your life. That's the amazing part of it. There was a beautiful tone variety, which is inbuilt in Dr. Jim. I think he's born with that skill. Toastmasters has nothing to do with it. Body language is excellent. I don't know if the height helps with that. I'm just kidding. Now I'll go to the questions which are in the evaluation. How well did speaker explain the persuasive process used in retail sales of an inexpensive thing? I think it was done very well. I was convinced to buy it for $25. When Dr. Jim sold it for $3, I was like, are you serious? You just said you guys get paid $75,000 to $100,000 to come in. So how many people has to be there to sell it for really $3? I think he made the product so desirable by showing all the features and the benefits one can achieve from listening to Rudy Giuliani and Colin Powell. What I thought was negative was when Kiran said that he's going to be a manager, you said, but maybe not. I think there was a little bit of emphasis on the negative, probably to sell your product. I think you had such a great story and such a good start that even if you didn't stress on the negative, you would have still attained the same. The fact that we are in the same setting, we understand each other's profession. I don't know, in a normal setting when you are with a buyer, if they would take a word of negative from somebody's name, somebody's mouth who's trying to sell something. So that was my just a little notice I did when you were trying to pursue him. But at the same time, you also said, but maybe not that you will become a manager in next 3 months or 6 months. That I thought that could have been avoided because it had no impact on he buying and getting convinced. Was the speaker able to build rapport with the buyer? I'm in real estate mode right now. I think yes, there was a very good communication. He convinced the buyer that it's worth a lot more than I think he was willing to pay. Even for $100, he thought it was worth, except that he didn't want to pay that much because he didn't want to spend on it. The job was great done. How effective were the questions speaker asked? I think it went great, and there was, maybe it's because we are in the same field, we knew each other's. If I don't know, if somebody comes from medical field, I probably won't even understand what their next grade can be, but it definitely helped. And I think as a salesperson, usually you try to understand no matter how much complicated their hierarchy can be. But there was a stress on the negative, which I put down here again. How did the speaker show the attentiveness to and the concerns? I think that was great. The concern was also shown with great attention. What I think and that's the next question, how knowledgeable did a speaker appear to be for the product? I think there was one thing which I noticed. There are some names which are very famous. Nobody has to think about it. And even for the sports, except people like me who never watch sports. But that something came from a salesperson was amazing. And then there are some sports people, I don't know what their names are. I think in case if he was a big sports fanatic, he would have loved to hear what those names are. So you can say, and then there are some really big, but saying that I don't know who they are, probably downtrodden, something which can be one of the main arenas which he would go for, just to see that who's coming in. Was the speaker friendly, courteous, and polite? Very courteous, very polite, very friendly. You convinced him, you sold it under price, so there was some profit margin, but you lost that. I'm just kidding. How effective was speaker's effort to obtain commitment from the buyer? I believe it's committed because for $3, it was a no-brainer. How could speaker have said to be more effective? Exactly the same what I already mentioned, the negative points, and also talking about the sports people, because you don't know the buyer is a sports fanatic or not. What did the speaker do especially well in the sales process? The persuasiveness, the eye contact, the convincing, the showing the value. I think Steve Jobs need to learn it from Dr. Jim, how to sell iPad. Thank you.